Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my full review of the Apple iPhone 5. Now I've been using this exclusively since it came out on launch day, really putting it through its paces so I could bring you this review. I'm going to start off with the bad points because there are some bad points and hopefully, I say hopefully, end up on a high about the new iPhone 5. So first of all, the screen size. Well, Apple made the screen size 4 inches. They didn't make it any wider, they just made it taller. It accommodates that extra row of icons, but is it enough? Well, I've been looking at it and I don't think it is enough. If you put it up against something like the Motorola Razr i, the screen on this, and this isn't a large screen phone, is wider and much more suited to viewing back videos. If you put the iPhone 5 up against something like the Samsung Galaxy S3, the Galaxy S3 is wider again. And again, when you're viewing back videos, you've got much more screen real estate, and the 1280 by 720 resolution of the Samsung Galaxy S3 is so much better for viewing back media. That's not to say this is bad, but I just think Apple could have done more. Give us a really good, true 16:9 format screen and make it wider as well as taller. Now, the second thing that I don't like on this phone, and that is this Lightning connector. You can see it on the bottom here. They got rid of the dock connector and replaced it with this new connector. Now you can plug it in either way round, so that's a good point, but none of my docks and speakers actually work with this device. Why did they have to change it? Is it just a money-making scam? Well, I think that they should have kept the old 30-pin dock connector. When this was first announced to go on sale for pre-order, it did actually have in the description on the Apple website that they would include a Lightning adapter, so a little adapter to change it to that 30-pin dock connector inside the box, and they quickly removed that. Apparently it was a mistake and they are not honouring giving this to people that actually saw that at the time of ordering. I think that is a bad move, and these Lightning connectors or adapters are not available or not shipping until October. Now the third negative, and I haven't experienced this firsthand, so I'm purely reporting what's been said on the internet, is that people are experiencing really easy scratching on the back of the device. Now I've still got a sort of protector on the back of mine, so luckily I haven't experienced any scratching, but people with both colours, primarily the black anodized version, have said they've even seen silver scratches coming through on the back, and some out of the box seeing scratches. Not acceptable. Now, Apple devices are renowned for being very easy to mark. I thought they would have sorted it with this one, but they've said that this happens with the materials they've used, so it's something users have to expect. Again, I don't think that's really acceptable. It's a smartphone that's going to go in and out of people's pockets. I think they need to make them a little bit tougher. Now, the fourth thing isn't just on the iPhone 5, but since I've had this, I've obviously been installing a lot of apps and doing updates and trying to get optimized apps that take advantage of the full 4 inches of screen real estate. That has been an issue. So many failed downloads since iOS 6 came out. These have been pulled over onto the iPhone 5 as well, and they've really made the experience not that enjoyable. When I can't install apps and I can't update them, it gets very, very frustrating. So let's move on to the good points. It's not all bad. And the first thing I want to talk about is the actual overall design. This is a super thin smartphone. I really do think that Apple have done an amazing job in making this look absolutely stunning. I really do love the design. It's a lot lighter as well. Once I've got a case on it, it feels a little bit better in the hand. It feels a little bit too light, but overall the lightness and build quality and that gorgeous screen really are fantastic. So they've done an awesome job on the design aspects. Performance, I did a benchmark test on this, and the actual performance on this is amazing. So much better than previous generations, right up there with the latest crop of smartphones from other manufacturers. So again, performance on the iPhone 5, absolutely brilliant. Playing games, so much nicer on this size screen. It is just a pleasure to play some of the latest games on the iPhone 5. They move along at such a pace that the gaming experience is brilliant. Sound is brilliant out of this new speaker. and it's just a really, really nice experience. Battery life. Battery life is better. I'm finding battery life so much better. If I give you a close-up there of my battery, that's about sort of 3 hours into the day, and I think that's more than acceptable. Now, I went out doing a photography and video test with the iPhone 5, and I took something like 200 photos, and I think it was probably about maybe 45 minutes of video footage in total. Then I used the phone the rest of the day, and I was doing lots of testing because I was updating apps, checking emails, doing texts, making phone calls, watched a couple of videos, plus all of that photo and video shooting. And at the end of the day, I still had 25% battery life left. I think that is exceptional. So they've done a really great job on battery life. Call quality, roughly about the same. But overall, the experience with this phone has been amazing. I'm going to cover off a little bit about the camera. Now, the camera on the back there, that Apple actually told us that this is essentially just the same as the old one, albeit in a thinner sort of design, but with a new sapphire coating on the back of the camera. It's still 8 megapixels, it still does 1080p video. I found that my initial tests weren't that great. I did a restore on the phone because I suspected something wasn't quite right, and after that restore I went out and did my video and photo shoot to bring you those other videos. By the way, all the links to the other videos will be underneath this one. And once I'd done that restore and gone out and done this photo and video shoot, I was really pleased with the improvements they've made to the camera. For video, there wasn't much difference. A little tiny bit of an increase in contrast, I thought, but not that much difference when it came to sort of clarity or detail within the video. With photos, I had noticed an even bigger difference with this. First of all, the camera's a lot faster, so you can take a lot quicker photos in succession, so that's a really good thing. I also found that the detail and the low light capability of the iPhone 5 far exceeds the iPhone 4S and of course the iPhone 4 before that. So am I pleased with my upgrade, and do I think that the iPhone 5 is a worthy upgrade to the iPhone 4S? And do I think that it stands up to the competition that's available nowadays? Well, personally, I am happy with the upgrade, apart from those sort of user experience issues early on, which I'm not used to suffering with Apple products. It is a really nice experience. I really do love it. Will it stand up against the competition that's available nowadays? That's a tough one. Samsung Galaxy S3 is a great Google Android mobile phone. Larger screen, really nice experience. We've got the Nokia Lumia 920 coming out as well, and the Windows Phone 8 mobiles from HTC. So there is some competition really against the iPhone 5 nowadays. It's not an obvious choice. It's the easy choice for a lot of people, and people still aspire to owning an iPhone, but there are other alternatives available. Is this a worthy upgrade over the iPhone 4S? Yes, I think it is. I think the turn of speed, the improvements in the camera, the screen is lovely, all add up to a really nice package. So overall, I think the iPhone 5 is a worthy phone, and it might well struggle to stay at the top of the pile for a long time, but certainly it's the right choice for me at the moment. So thanks very much for watching this review. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments section below. If you've got any comments about what phone you use as well and why you might think it's better than the iPhone 5, or any problems you've been experiencing with the iPhone 5 as well, please do leave those all in the comments too. Please give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.